You may have seen the gorgeous images of space captured by the new James Webb Telescope. But what you may not know is that this telescope has strong ties to the Rocket City. Our Nixon Norman tells us more.
Before we hop into talking about the James Webb Telescope, let me tell you a little bit about its predecessor, the Hubble telescope. The Hubble was launched into orbit around the Earth back in 1990, and the Hubble has made millions of observations and snapped many iconic photos over the years, but none quite as clear as the Webb telescope.
Light that was emitted in the visible, say 13 billion years ago, by the time it gets to us here, the universe is stretched out to the point that it's in the infrared.
The Hubble can capture images that are visible to the telescope, while the Webb telescope can use infrared waves to cut through some of that static.
The infrared can see through the dust that the visible cannot see through.
Although this has been an exciting advancement for all humankind, the science and space communities are particularly thrilled.
I make and build telescopes for astronomers, and for me, the most exciting thing about the telescope is that it works.
Especially people like astrophysicists.
It's a good time to be doing astrophysics when a telescope as powerful as James Webb is being launched.
Who, according to NASA, aim to discover how the universe works, explore how it began and evolved, and search for life on planets around other stars.
Every time we have a new instrument, it's kind of opening up new windows of discoveries. The details that we're seeing in these images alone are those we haven't seen before.
The James Webb Telescope has ties to Huntsville as well.
All of North Alabama participated in the design and the manufacture of the Webb Telescope. The mirrors were machined in Coleman, Alabama at General Dynamics,
making the Rocket City an integral part of what exactly makes up the telescope itself.
This sunshade was made right here in Huntsville by Nexol over here in Research Park.
But not just parts and materials of the telescope itself, but the manpower behind putting it all together.
If you go to a bar and then the people next to you were actually someone who built like the sun shield or who were responsible of the commissioning and all that, it's just pretty cool.
For more information on the James Webb Telescope, you can head on over to fox54.com.